Welcome back to my channel, family. Shalom. Today is the day that the Most High has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. So, I haven't been on here for a while, so welcome back to myself. And if you're back on my channel, welcome back. I have a very important video to give today. So this is going to be about the events in the world that's going on, mostly speaking on the distractions that's going on, because they are distractions when it comes to the World War III rhetoric, when it comes to the vaccine mandates, when it comes to the events that the trendy things that the world is focusing on right now and pushing in the media and pushing in our communities. And I wasn't going to make a video about this because I truly do not care, because I'm in the world, not of it. Anything that goes on, I know that I'm protected, so I just watch and I just pray. But it came upon my spirit, and the Most High gave me a couple videos to share. He gave me a couple dreams about the matter, so I'm going to share it and say what I've seen in the realm of the spirit. So the first dream I received was about 2 weeks ago. I was in sleep, and I had seen a vision of me on Facebook, and there was a post that was made, and it was nuclear bombs being set off, and it was North Korea was behind it. North Korea and other countries was behind it, and God had the post, or I had the post, but God was showing me that it's going to be a false flag, as in they're going to try to push in the narrative or try to push in the media these nuclear bombs, these explosions, fear tactics, and everything to rouse up the spirits within people, to get them to be in the spirit of fearfulness, or scared, or thinking there's wars that's about to happen. And it's all to feed the energy, the archon demonic energy that needs us to always be on vibrating on the frequency of fear, of destruction, of loss and pain and wars and everything like that. And even going back to the Bible, God tells us, I believe it's in Matthew 24, but he said there will be wars and rumors of wars, nations against nations, and famines, earthquakes, all these disasters going on, but it is not the end yet. And then today I had a dream. I was in a classroom setting, and they were showing on the screen a lot of the events that's going on, the disasters, the wars, and they was like, it's the end of the world. And I said, no, it's only the beginning, because all these are birthing pains that shows that our redemption is coming nigh. That means the Messiah is coming. The 12 tribes of Israel are being gathered from the 4 points of the earth. There is going to be coming a time where Babylon is going to fall, and the end of all destruction on this earth, and all different things that have transpired that the enemy has perpetrated, and that has been being used by his agents in the government. His agents, I see an ego right now. Oh my God, praise God. But confirmation that the ego that is over this nation right now is going to be a new eagle that is going to be risen. It is going to be a new people that are going to fly. There's going to be a new life, a new heaven and a new earth on this earth. So a lot of those things are being birthed through. A lot of the chosen ones and the true people of God are being risen up at this time. So there's going to be a lot of distraction in the news. There's going to be lies. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to hear, but just watch and pray, and just know that all things work together for those who love God, and no weapon formed against us shall prosper. That means no nuclear weapon, no gun, nothing that is going to distract us. And so I'm going to put in this video other videos that is going to confirm what I'm saying right now, because I just seen a couple posts that was saying how the vaccine mandates in New York and in Omaha are going down, or they're no longer requiring that you need a vaccination to come into a building. And that's just so ridiculous, because when all those people were protesting, all those people were speaking on or speaking out saying how we don't need a vaccine. I've never had a shot in my life. I'm 23 years old and I'm perfectly healthy. We have vitamins, we have membranes and cells that can renew themselves, regenerate, and we can heal ourselves. And we can also call on the Most High God to heal us, because he is a God of healing, a God of justice, and instead of going to these governments or going to the CDC or anybody else to try and to get a shot put into us, a shot that is giving us poison to see how we react to poison, how we're giving us a virus to see if we reject a virus, if it becomes an antivirus. But all those people were doing protests and saying, you know, we don't need that vaccine, or we don't want to have to take a shot, or we don't want to have to do stuff to try to go and get some food or just go in the store and enjoy our lives. But they didn't stop the mandates now. But now that COVID numbers are going down and the numbers of the people who are healthy and rejecting it is going up, they want to switch the narrative and now put a war in front of our face to try to buy side the COVID-19. So it's like, okay, that plot didn't work, let's throw another one in there. Anything to get them to lose faith, anything to get them to, you know, just give up, or give them get them to know that, you know, like there's no hope on earth or anything like that. Like anything to just keep us busy from calling out to the Most High, or from starting that business, or starting that whatever our plans and our goals are. And so, you know, they're watching us heavy right now. They're trying to see how we're going to react to the news, if we're going to believe it. I'm going to post videos and clips of the evidence that some of the things that they're telling us in the news is not real. Some of these bombs, I even seen a post where they was just posting like, this was the Ukraine in 2019 and now, or 2020, and now in 2022 it's all disaster. And everybody in the comments who was actually from Ukraine was like, yo, that's not today, that was in 2014 when they had some type of war and bombed the Capitol. So I was just like, they just throwing a narrative in there. They're like trying to play us like fools. Like we don't know what's going on. Like we can't see what is fake news. Like we can't see what the truth. Like you got fake guns. You got same crisis actors trying to, you know, perpetrate the same narrative. Like it's destruction and boo hoo hoo. And anytime God rises up people to come against nation, he gives them that power because there's some injustice that's going on, or he needs to show his hand of judgment against another nation. And every time in the Bible, that person is risen up to that might of power given by the Most High. And then when they become cocky, or they feel like they have the power to do it, then they're stripped down of their power. It's always like that in the Bible, and it's what's going on now. God is still on the throne. God is still in control, and I'm going to be posting the videos that I have now, the videos of showing the injustice in the Ukraine, to where they're having to wear melanated people, African American, Africans, or black people not able to catch on a train, or not able to flee the country, when there should be rights for everybody. They're not able, they're rejecting their pass to get on the trains. They're saying that animals should go before these people, like we're not worthless. And it brought me back to when, during slavery time, when they said like three people wasn't even the equivalent or of a black person or a melanated person, African. I think it was 3 to 5 people equaled up one black person. So 3 to 5 white people equaled up one black person. I was just like, that's just wrong, because we have transitioned, we have grown from that time, but you still see. So if they're acting like that while they're trying to flee the country just to get on a train or a plane just to leave, how are they acting when they're living by them every day? Okay, how is the racism then? So I see that, you know, they said that you will judge them, or you will know them by their fruit. So if they're doing that by that little action, how are they doing that on a daily? How are they treating God's children? We're all children in God's eye, but if you're going to treat his chosen people, if you're going to treat just one person separate from the pack, then you're going to get an overall judgment. So that was my video. I'm going to link the videos of the injustice. I'm going to link a lot of things that has been going on behind the scenes, and the proof that this is just another stunt in the media to get us distracted, get us stuck in fear, and also to distract us from what's going on, and also just you know, have their own limit power shown when really they have none. But yeah,
So this morning, two of the country's largest cities are rolling back COVID restrictions as the pandemic fades away. Los Angeles County dropped its indoor mask mandate on Friday after the CDC labeled the region as having a low COVID-19 risk. Masks will still be required indoors at schools and on public transit. Meanwhile, in New York City, once the epicenter of the pandemic, masks will not be required in public schools for children 5 and older. That's starting on Monday. Businesses will also no longer require proof of vaccination to enter.
Black girl go, they're pushing her, they're not letting her go, they're not letting her go. Is it right? Is it right? They're not letting the black girl go. 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 The black girl go, they're pushing her, they're not letting her go, they're not letting her go. Is it right? These are the black community. We are not allowing any black people to enter inside the gates. We are all here. It's only Ukrainians that they are allowing in. Even the ones with kids, they're not allowing them in. Really happy here.
There were some reports about discrimination of people with Arabic or African roots. What can you tell us about that? Is this true? Did you experience something like this?
Yes, I experienced that. There's a lot of hostility from the white women. They really don't like us to be in the train. Somebody was telling me I have to stand up, I have to go out. If I'm not a Ukrainian, I shouldn't be in the train of a Ukrainian. I should find anywhere I should go to. So it's really, really, really sad that we have to face this. And they prefer their pets, their animals, even before a black man or a black woman. So it's really sad. I'm really traumatized, first of all. I really understand women first, then children first, then men, but not animals, not pets before human beings. We are not allowing any black people to enter inside the gates. We are all here. It's only Ukrainians that they are allowing in. Even the ones with kids, they're not allowing them in.
Man, these people left without taking the blacks, man. None of the blacks, man.
Nous donnons écho ici aux cris d'alarme des ressortissants et étudiants africains qui, fuyant la guerre en Ukraine, se heurtent à des discriminations dans leur exode en quête d'abri. Cette situation est inacceptable.
It will be remiss of me not to express my dismay for the disturbing reports that people of African descent are being singled out to unfair treatment as they join the masses fleeing the Ukrainian territory.
What do you do, bro?
Quand ils essaient un peu de faire le contrôle, quand il y a des Ukrainiens qui passent, ils arrêtent de faire le contrôle et c'est eux maintenant qui passent jusqu'à ce qu'eux ils vont arriver, jusqu'à 6 heures. Arriver encore à la frontière pour qu'on nous mette le cachet de sortie, nous avons passé encore plusieurs heures. Donc les Ukrainiens ont le droit d'emprunter les bus. Eux ils sont bien assis, mais nous on marche à pied. Vraiment on était choqués.
Nous sommes allés à la frontière de l'Ukraine et la Pologne. On passe la nuit sous la fraîcheur, debout. Il n'y a pas mangé, il n'y a pas quoi. On est debout. On a fait plus de 4 jours sans rien manger.
All the black people, Arabic people especially, what I saw, they beat them, they tore their gun to them at night. It was snowing, like just people wanted to walk, every border, every checkpoint, like never treated like a human.
The official literally looked me in my eye and said in his language, only Ukrainians, that's all. That if you are black, you should walk. I'm currently in Debrecen, Hungary. I got in like 10 a.m. today. Today is the 28th of February. It wasn't easy. On Friday at 8 a.m., I was on my way to Poland. I took a commercial taxi and the taxi couldn't stay on the line of cars because literally cars had been there for 2 days. And when we dropped, on the Google map, it was saying a 1 hour walk. And I was like, a 1 hour walk is nothing, you know, if it's getting us there on time. And we walked and it kept increasing. The term walking is traumatizing me. The term walking, I walked for 12 good hours, and it's not an exaggeration. The traffic warden saw me and said I should go to a shelter to sleep, and I slept, and he said the next day that there is a bus going from that shelter straight to the Polish border. And when it was time to get on this bus, the Ukrainians said, just Ukrainians, literally as a black person. I even lied that I was pregnant. They didn't care. I was begging. The official literally looked me in my eye and said in his language, only Ukrainians, that's all. That if you are black, you should walk. And that was an additional 8 hours from where we were. By car, it was like 30 minutes. So we had to walk additional 8 hours. The problem isn't at the Polish border. It is at the Ukrainian border. Because you have to stamp out at the Ukrainian border to get on the Polish side. And the Ukrainians are only prioritizing their citizens. They don't care. They will push you. They will beat you. If you can make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. Like, I took a nap and I still felt like I was still walking, like I hadn't crossed over. It's not fair. Like, we're just begging to go. I literally had to go back to my city after that experience, re-strategize, and took a train to Hungary. It wasn't even easy getting to Hungary. We had to pay. Those that didn't have money to pay, what would they do? I couldn't help anybody because I was fighting for my life. It is a traumatizing experience and I don't know where I'm going from now. I literally have to re-strategize in Hungary, try to get my ticket back to Nigeria because it's not safe. This place is not, if your skin is dark, you're at a disadvantage.